And with your version, the central item of those random loot chests was always the good item. So a diamond axe, notch apple,
Mm-hmm.
some dragon breaths bottles. And now I believe I think I said this to you that I sorted these chests. Hey, what's this? Oh, okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
also new. I
Right.
sorted those chests, if I'm right. Did I find it yet? Here. I think one is over here. Nope.
There's one right
Here.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
this row is tools and armor. This is food. This is bottles, yeah, potions, books, and just some
Yeah,
miscellaneous treasure
utility
stuff.
miscellaneous, yeah.
This is enchanting bottles, blocks, and this is materials and drops. I
I
think
see.
I'm going to use it way more often because
Yeah.
it basically gives you like, oh yeah, I need some.
If you need
Um,
food, you can quickly just always grab it from the
yeah.
left side of the chest.
hmm
Yeah, I like that.
Of course, not all chests are going to be like that, but
Mm-hmm. But
it's
in
way
an area
more.
like this, yeah, it's especially well suited because there's so many chests.
hmm And oh yeah, this small
The trap.
stairway trap.
There's a lot to this trap because there's creeper spawners here. There's the creeper spawner in the middle. There's the creeper spawners around the back. And then
hmm
even if you find all of those spawners, finally off camera, 3 weeks later, you might discover that there's a trap down here too if the creepers actually blew up.
Yeah, I think that nobody really falls for this, if you, unless you're unlucky.
When you say falls for it, I mean,
Um,
I'm sure some
when
people will blow
uh,
up and it will
yeah,
happen.
a creeper blow up and they don't think like, hey, there's probably nothing under it. Oh, I made this deep. Okay, that is mean.
Oh, so you can't place blocks easily on the bottom? I see. I
Yeah.
didn't notice that. Yeah.
If I am really mean, when you fall in lava and I make it too high, I just make this lava as well.
You just make what?
I make this lava as well.
Oh, so you
Down
can't
here.
place it on the corner?
Yeah, and then you fall down and you can't also place it here because you're in the way. So if you don't have a water bucket, you're
Right.
dead.
Or you could like have furnaces lining the whole side. So unless you were shift placing.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
also a
giving
good
you
one.
ideas. This is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. It's not smart for your own health
Right. I mean,
and
so long as you have the
sanity.
webs down there, like that gives you like I don't know, probably a full 5 seconds to like think through your strategy to not die.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, something you had to say about this area so far?
Um, I guess we can just kind of like go through and talk through it. So there's farms. This was kind of the everything area, and so yeah, my main criticism, I guess, is basically that if you came to this area relatively early on, you got every material in the game.
Yeah, this was meant to be like a later game area where it was just loot heaven, and it was more meant to be quantity loot than quality
Quality loot, but
loot.
yeah, it had a few really good pieces of quality loot too.
Yeah. So the food I didn't really mind. The beetroot soups
Yeah,
are actually pretty nice.
right. Yeah, this was the only place I think in the map that you could get beetroot planted seeds.
Mhm. And these these were apparently not grown, so they are now grown. Because when you come here, you have already loaded this for a while,
Right.
and they are fully grown. But apparently they weren't.
Let's see. The emeralds
Mm.
were all reasonably straightforward to find.
Oh yeah, the first emerald in
In
the
the roof of that first house,
yeah. So I
there is a
expected
button. Yeah.
yeah, but if people could not find this one, I expected people to be a bit smart, as to say, and I wanted them to burn down the houses because they were mostly made of wood. to find it. And
Oh.
this is one of the first houses you touch, so it saves you some looking
Yes.
around.
And it's emerald
So
number
that is
31. And so, yeah, if you didn't find it, you would start at the beginning of the area looking for the first of 6 emeralds in this area.
hmm
Yeah, I never thought to possibly burn things as a way as another way to find things.
yes. Mm.
That's good. Over on the right side, there's a bunch of kind of tribute houses or whatever.
Yeah, this is basically for people who streamed, LP'd, whatever, my first two maps, or one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Dylanmite.
Right. Who likes sponges?
Yeah,
The tree
funny
house
guy.
up here is chipmunk.
From, yeah, Chipmunk. Chipmunk actually did not LP anything, but he gave me the Voxel Sniper server.
I see.
So, and it made this so much faster. Otherwise, this would have also taken a year, like Goliath. And now it's 6 months.
I see. I never went down to this pigman house because there were pigmen here, and I'm always afraid of them.
Yeah. So
So I'll be seeing this loot for the first time.
yeah. So these guys. It was Amlep, Rock and Roll, Whitney, and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And they were at intersection 6 with the zombie pigmen. They had only iron armor, so pigmen were pretty dangerous at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept on dying and dying to all those pigments. And it was basically a war. And they made like a little house, and they called it a. It was
Crybox
basically like a.
Incorporated.
Yeah, it was an extended cry box, and they made like a water walkway around the lava, and called it the Cryway. And so and then I made a joke about Crybox Inc. for all your Crybox related needs.
Mm-hmm. I
And
see.
they and then yeah, there's also Mr. Squiddles in here, which
Mm-hmm.
is like a. They also got that in section 7 out of the lava, because all the squids were spawning in lava, which is still a bug in this game, which is weird.
Yeah, that's back
And
from like
yeah,
the Notch days or whatever. Squid spawn in lava.
is that seriously that old? I thought that was casting 1.8. Jeez.
Oh no, I think like if you go back to like beta 1.2, it's still that way.
Oh
I
wow.
think. Um,
Fix your game.
let's see. We have War's house over here, which is one of the few that I recognized.
hmm
And
Yeah,
is there a piece of
so
loot over here?
yeah, up here.
The painting, right, with sharpness.
hmm
Yeah.
So there's a creeper spawner over here.
Sorry, I'm coming back down. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this happened to you or Kit
Yeah, it
or
blew up below
War.
here, and that helped me find the emerald.
Yeah, that was my
The
my
reason you
way
put it.
of yeah, my way
Nice.
of basically sort of telling you it
And if we
if you actually
didn't, then
have
if we were
before.
looking around, I think like there was a waterfall leading up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, if you kind of
Over
like come
here.
up the waterfall or whatever, I think you would have seen it over here probably. Let me take my
Yeah.
night vision off. Yeah, there's light coming out of the bottom of the water.
Yeah, this one is actually reasonably visible. And then
I want to go over this way because I think is Orabolt's house over here.
yeah, Robolt's house is over here. To the right. More to Dylanamite's house. They both streamed my map together.
I see.
Yeah, so we have.
Oops.
Yeah, so this guy. Oh, that's the wrong house.
Okay.
On the other side of the street from that house.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this guy is known to be a loot hoarder. And he really likes to organize chests.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically gave him this. Basically, as like a challenge, like, gotta sort it all. And then just go nuts with it.
And in
Try
the
to
upper
sort it
left
all.
of this chest, I see Orbolt the
Yeah,
Explorer's Torch. Holding this in offhand grants night vision 1. I don't
yeah,
know that I ever came in this house. I think I might have skipped this one.
yeah. I think you skipped this one.
Because I don't remember the chests either.
Yeah,
So,
there are two of these torches because you have a tendency to place them down. There's also one in this one.
yep, I see it now. So that would have been a very useful item. And
This is all just garbage. Oh, this a third one. Oh, okay.
I see. So I'm glad that there's more than one in the map, so that if you do lose them, you can get it back. But
Yeah.
now I understand how it was. It wasn't that I just didn't see it in the chest. It was because I actually never visited that chest. I think
Hmm.
is what happened.
Yeah. And then we have this house. Oh, this house are two like residents together, as to say. Like there's the upper part right here,
Hmm.
and there's a lower part. So basically, two families could live here.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember this because yeah, I was trying to like block off entrances, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought I'd been in this house, and then I realized that
Yeah.
it was two separate parts, and so you couldn't get from one to the other.
Hmm. Yeah, there are about
There's like three houses like that, maybe or something.
there are two houses like this one.
Okay, the other one's near the back of the area.
Yeah, you're right. There are 30 something houses, I think pretty high.
It's a lot, yeah.
36. And I think 20 different schematics each. And it took me one day. I just took because I otherwise I would probably have gotten burned out on it.
Hmm.
I just used one day to make like the exterior of one house, and then when I did all of them, I did the interiors also, just one day per interior per house.
I see.
And this house, this area is basically the reason why this map took so long.
I see.
Like I could see why other mappers take so much time mapping because they always make different houses and that kind of
Right. And
stuff.
yeah, I guess exterior and interiors, there's a lot of details that takes more work than just brushes and voxel sniper stuff that you
Hmm.
could do with terrain.
Yeah, and just put trees down.
There was this crazy church bell, and there was the trap inside the church where the monsters come out from underneath.
Hmm.
There was Gadget Lamb, who had the chest at the beginning and all of his tombstones. I would have thought it would be funny if one of them were different. Like every single sign is the same.
Yeah, maybe if I made one different than an
Put a chest
emerald.
under it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or an emerald could have been hidden.
Oh, that
But
could have
yeah.
been, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of because you
It's
expect.
it's a
Yeah,
needle
it's
in a
kind of.
haystack kind of thing, though. Yeah, it
Yeah,
shouldn't be an
because
emerald. It should be
you
some
don't.
other bonus loot that you
Yeah,
don't need.
you don't expect people to look at all the signs if a few say the same thing. But for an Easter egg, yes.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I guess who lies here. So Poopinhammer, Gadget Lamb, and Beat Ups 12
Mm-hmm.
play a lot together, and Gadget Lamb gets in the way a lot. So I put thorns on
Oh,
his armor so it would hurt his teammates. But also just as a joke, I will put friendly fire protection on it,
all right.
and also some. Overall, it's actually pretty nice because I know the guy gets a bit less loot because he's pretty. He used to be pretty new to Minecraft, so the other guys would always snipe loot before he
Mm-hmm.
got it. And the Church of the Lamb, which I actually also found pretty funny because Gadget Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And these stained glass, like the middle one is supposed to be the overworld, like this is grass. This is a tree trunk.
Ah,
These are
I see it all
clouds. This
now.
is the
Yeah.
sun. This is the nether,
Yep.
like this is lava, this is fire, this is the
Uh-huh.
background. And this is the end with
Yep.
the obsidian pillars. It's a really faint thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
once you pointed it out, I immediately see it, but yeah, it's not something I picked up on.
yeah, I think I saw Zisto do this, but with
Yeah,
wool.
he did it on his ceilings with murals. Yeah.
Yeah, so I found it fun to do as well when I didn't know what else I had to do with these windows.
Right. That's
I
nice.
really, wa- I really want to make like a massive Gothic cathedral. Not really massive, but quite a big one for an area. That could look cool. And
Let's
then
see.
have like all these stained windows everywhere.
Yeah, the stained glass is a great block in the
Yeah,
panes. I think we skipped B-Dub's house over here.
yeah, beat ups 12s and Poepenhammer's house.
Right, okay, so Poopenhammer's right. This one was actually somewhat difficult, I seem to recall. There was like the big
Um,
bed.
yeah, this is the. Oh yeah, and there are the spawners in the central carpets. Two cave
Right.
spider spawners. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there is the cave spider skeleton spawner in the ceiling to take your attention.
Right. So this was, yeah, kind of a little bit, it was a big and difficult kind of house.
Mm-hmm.
And it had the axe up at the top.
Also with friendly fire
Yep.
and a lot of useless enchants. I think it has blast protection because I remember him asking like, "Hey, could you maybe give me a super good axe?" Because he really likes axes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had one in Goliath as well, and he really liked it. So we just gave him a pretty useless one. And I I did projectile protection. I should have put blast protection on it because he lost it to a creeper blowing up.
I see. And then next door over at B-Dub's 12's house,
Yeah, he
super
said he
creepers.
yeah he said he hated my charged creepers, so I gave him a super creeper.
Right. And all the ladders. I think there was something decent
Yeah,
over here.
I heard he also doesn't like ladders, so I thought why not?
Got it.
Yeah,
Oh, there was a good bow in here, right?
yeah, one floor lower.
Oh,
It's over here.
got it.
Breach, 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 breach.
I think I might have used this bow for a little while. Yeah, it had
He,
punch 2 and infinity. Yeah.
and the knockback is also pretty good for crowd
Yeah, I've
control.
never, for whatever reason, like, I never think about that when I have those bows that are also melee
Yeah,
weapons. I never think to use them.
yeah, because you're panicking a bit. I think that is so funny that you have a door. Okay.
I think maybe that's all these houses.
Yeah,
And so now we just get back to the main part of the area.
yeah. Then you have the marketplace
Oh, right. So much good
with
loot there.
yeah,
Especially once you actually discover that there's actually chests here. I walked past it so many times before I saw any of the chests.
yeah. Latest. Oh yeah, I heard you were going to play this. So I think you said it via Twitter. So I was like, why not? I know you're going to play this.
Hooray!
And you actually told me how to do the witch poison.
That's right. Because, yeah, with witches hit you in the face now, they only give you like 8 seconds of poison or something.
Yeah, I had so much trouble. If you go to the teleport at the beginning of the map, there are a boatload of command blocks behind there. And
Hmm.
they didn't even work correctly at the time.
I see.
So this was so easy to replace.
Hooray. Yeah, because it was just one command and a repeat, right?
Yeah.
It has a weird side effect that if you get a poison potion in your hand in the creative menu and you throw it, it actually
It
changes
gets
the item that's in your inventory.
wait, what?
Uh,
Does it really? That
yes,
sounds
which I'm sure is a
let me
bug.
see.
I didn't
45
even.
seconds. Oh yeah! Splash water bottle. Oh! Oh yeah, now it's blue again. Blue
So
Abad.
I never
You're
bothered
blue
reporting that on the
Abadi
bug
Abada.
tracker because it's kind of an obscure thing, but that's
Yeah.
definitely not intended.
Yeah, but, and then a Avatar reference.
I see.
With your comments. Your comments were like, "You don't know Avatar?"
I've seen it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a pretty obscure reference.
So yeah, some good potions.
Yeah, speedrunner kit.
Materials to craft arrows, which I definitely don't like.
I sometimes do it. I think it's okay to do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have lots of opinions. You don't have to agree with all of them.
Yeah.
And let's see. There was the witches with all the witch spawner stuff over here, and
Over
obviously the
here.
potions. There was the redstone room over
Potion.
here. There were the anvils over
Oh.
here, and the
Mm-hmm.
swords over here. Yeah, I liked
Are
how
those?
basically each building in the front showed you what it was.
Yeah, this marketplace, all the different
Right, and the blocks
shops.
building.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, just
notice it at
because, yeah, I didn't notice it
Soul
originally,
Sand
but if we go into the nether chest wherever it is,
here.
soul sand.
Mm-hmm.
So soul sand and nether wart were both given in this area.
Yeah, so my intention at first with the Soul Sand was that it was at there was none at the dragon area, but there were 2 stacks of netherwort. That is enough for the entire map.
Right,
And there's 8 in here, so you could use 7 for different potions.
right.
And then you had 1 to farm. But yeah, counting out the this soul sand,
Mm-hmm.
you have soul sand in the Miasma
Right.
marsh, which was originally not there, but then I went through it and I noticed that there wasn't any soul sand in there. And then I think later on I discovered that there was some in the Death's March. So I actually did put it somewhere.
Okay, so
But yeah, so I put it. I actually put it in the Miasma Marsh. But when I found out, I was like, nah, I think it's not that OP. But yeah, it's. I should have probably moved it. The Nether,
so
the Soul Sand from Miasma.
hmm. Um yeah, because once again there was so much other good loot at this point that yeah, giving you all of the potion stuff as opposed to just part of the potion stuff. I was surprised.
Mm.
Um
Oh yeah, the in the inn. Um,
oh, right, this was a tough area because there was all the
yes,
witches.
yeah. So the was it the sweet? I have a habit of trying to pronounce it more
I see.
Frenchly. Um,
There was a record player that you had to play. No, that was in a
oh
different
yeah,
spot.
yeah. That was I was meaning for that. It's up here.
I see.
So if you go up, you remove the carpets with water. But if you
Hmm.
look at the carpet,
It's a record. It tells you which record.
yeah, it's my favorite
It's
record.
weight once
And
again.
yeah, and then 11, and then you put it in, and then I found it so funny that you were like, huh, where are the witches? Oh, there are sticky pistons over here. I found it so funny that you
Yeah,
just
I found a
found them.
lot of things by randomly digging in this area,
Yeah,
which I feel only a little bit bad about.
yeah, it's okay. And then a mending book. Mending is something like it is really good loot, but
Hmm.
it's not that OP of a loot. I feel
I
because yeah,
agree. TJ
it
seemed to think
gives
it was too strong.
it gives infinite tools, but I
Assuming you don't
think
lose them.
yeah, but that's the point with like a diamond sword with Unbreaking 5 or in Spellbound Cave the diamond axe with Unbreaking 5
Hmm.
at the beginning of the map somewhere.
Right,
You will probably lose it. And then what does the infinite durability or finite matter
right.
if you
And so yeah, and I really like the fact that now mending, Duragold or even mending on some leather things or mending on a stone sword are all possible things that you could give out as loot for players, and
Hmm.
they allow a lot of interesting possibilities you couldn't have before. It separates out the idea of the tool is not going to last from the idea of the tool could be,
Good.
being too good.
Hmm.
Because a diamond sword swings really fast. Well, a stone sword, what if it had, like sharpness 3 on a stone sword, but it had mending, so it would actually last? That could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking of giving out just special swords with more attack damage and call them rapiers and have um, less damage and more speed.
Hmm. Right, it'd be like a
Maybe.
short sword in Terraria or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, something like
I guess
that.
the Nibel Jabber and the Thunder Jabber were kind of along those lines.
Yeah, but with the sword you could give your own enchantments on it.
Oh, right. Right. Yep, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So yeah, if you didn't make your own potion stands, here are some.
Right. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
other than the Infernizer, is this the only other place that you could get the potion stands? Oh, and then the
Yeah.
dragon.
Dragon flame. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Yeah.
And after the market, we come up
To
to the
the
purple and the big castle.
Yeah, or we could go to the barracks.
Oh, so let's go to the barracks because I don't remember.
The
It's this big building.
Yeah, with the tower and the dummies downstairs, and there was a lot of armor and tools in here.
I remember I had to like visit this place like 3 times before I finally like cleared it all out because there were a lot of different ways to go, and there was the emerald that I had to come back for at the base of the staircase. That was right over
Yeah.
here, I think. Yeah.
So also a small thing. What shape is this carpet?
Uh,
What does this look like? Just a little bit.
slime and emerald.
Yeah, it was actually meant to be more of an emerald kind of shape.
I see.
And then the
Unfortunately,
emerald,
mine didn't exist because when I walked into this room, it was already like this.
I actually
Or no,
saw
it
what
was my
happened.
water bucket. That's right. I was
Yeah.
watering this carpet, and the water flowed down here and did it. You're right.
Hmm.
Someone pointed that out in the comments. I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a bit to signify that the emerald
Right.
was here. Just a little minor
Yeah,
thing.
it's really subtle, and the fact that it evaporates uh, makes it not the
And
best hint,
here,
but yeah, you didn't need a good hint for this one because I thought it was in a good location. I remember the first time I walked past the staircase, I was even thinking because I saw the little fenced-in area, and I like thought in the back of my mind that I should take a look at it, and then was fighting a bunch of other things and just forgot about it.
yeah. Oh yeah. This area is the biggest area out of the mall. One area to rule the mall. This area used to be two areas, like the city and the castle.
Mm-hmm.
But I miscounted, so I had 17 areas instead of 16. And the wool was originally
Oh.
supposed to be here. And that is why this area is really, really
Oh.
big. That's also why I put the signs at the beginning saying, hey, you want to stop this stupid running in, run out bull crap? You can just get to the end and with the running boots and get to wool
Got
that
it.
way.
So the objective runners basically know run to the back, there's a castle, that's where you're going to find the wall.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, back in the, if you go back in the
Mm-hmm.
thingamajig,
Okay, I'm following you.
second floor, yeah. This one? Yeah. The button. Le bâton. Um,
Oh, right. I dug into the side of this one too, didn't I?
yeah. This one is also pretty good because it's fire resistant potions, I believe. One or two, if I remember right.
Yep, you're right. Two
Yeah,
fire resist potions.
that's really nice. You can
Although,
actually,
once again, it's really nice until you realize the fact that you can brew all your own potions in this area already.
yeah.
um, But yeah, modulo
You can
that.
ac-
It's very good.
you you can actually farm fire resist potions quite easily.
From witches, yeah.
Yeah, most people don't really do it, but I believe it's a 5% chance if a witch is drinking that certain potion. So if you first hit the witch with
Something that sets it
no
on fire or put it in lava, yeah.
yeah, then or just with non-fire spec weapons, and then the second to last blow you do with a fire spec weapon,
Right.
so then it starts drinking and then you kill it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, back in Exploration and Tactics, I had a witch farm. Or, no, I guess it was actually on the Strangeland server. I had a witch farm. Um, and yeah,
Oh yeah, with
used it for different
in
witch
a
potions.
in a hut they actually spawn way more, right?
Yes, they
How
spawn a
does that
lot.
spawn? How does that spawning work? Like
It's
just
basically there's the like temple.dat, those types of files that sit off to the
hmm
side. It defines like a cube area. It has coordinates for like upper left and bottom right kind of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know that with the nether fortresses that you could make good wither skeleton
Right.
farms at the crossway sections. But what does it really replace? Because I know with the new stray skeletons, how I know how they spawn. Like it's when they are above sky. Wait, do you actually want to hear this?
I
Because
actually
I
don't because I don't even I've never
yeah,
seen a stray skeleton. I don't think.
okay, yeah, that's why I thought I remember you saying
Yeah, I haven't seen any
you didn't
1.10
want
or
to hear.
1.11. Like I'm kind
Yeah,
of vaguely aware of stuff because you like see on forums and different things, just
yeah,
titles of
but
messages. But
what is really the percentage with which spawning in
it's a
huts? Is
hundred
it like
percent. It's 100% in the witch area.
oh, and all just no normal mobs, only
Correct.
which is ah okay.
And yeah, actually, in Exploration and Tactics, like when I was very first, kind of like making my like NBT editor and different kinds of map making tools that I was programming. Like I just made like the whole desert a witch spawning area, and there's just witches everywhere. Just as
Wait,
a
can you actually do that?
yeah, you can just go into the NBT editor and just like change. And so yeah, I'm surprised that map makers like don't do that as a way to just have a
Oh
like witch
man,
biome effectively or something.
oh man. Oh, so I could make blazes and
In the
wither
Nether, I think it
skeletons spawn
is
on.
dimension specific,
Yeah,
probably.
it's probably dimension
Yeah, I'm not
specific.
100% certain about that. But yeah, it's the same kind of thing when people, like have guardians that are spawning not in an ocean because it was from a different version of the terrain generator and different types of things. Like,
Yeah, but I think when you go from 1.7 to 1.8, and I remember that I think in Evo's world as well, it just spawned it in a
oh, right, because they
non-ocean
also,
biome.
right. I forgot about the fact that they made it spawn in existing terrain, which was a weird decision.
Yeah, because it could basically break stuff. And I remember in Pantheon actually had it as well, and I remember Kaizo Caverns was also pieces of it
I
cut
see.
out by
By the Guardian
CTM.
Temple.
Yeah.
We've been recording for a couple of hours, and I think I need to stop probably for today.
Okay. Yeah. Same here.
Okay, this is a good place to pick up for next time.
hmm
But yeah, I hope people have been enjoying, and we will see you again for more.
See you later.